And I, looking at what's been going on in the US, we live here in Northern California. I'm seeing that it's been a real it's been a real hit to people's personal identity, or even the identity of of being an American, tearing down statues and like, oh, your history sucks and all this craziness. But it's really like psychological warfare, right? Going after your identity. So the other day, I'm going to start with a story and then we'll open up live Q&A, because I find this is just such an important, it's such a crucial part of all of our clients' success here at Take Your Power Back Now. The other day I'm sitting on the couch. I'm like, fuck all this noise. Fuck the world. Fuck what's going on out there. I'm going to sit on my couch in the backyard and I'm going to plug into some Neville Goddard. Okay. So I'm listening to Neville. I'm a big Neville Goddard. I've been a big fanatic of his. And I start listening to him again and I'm like, yeah, fuck this noise about what's going on out there. And I'm just going to zone in on my identity of self, my concept of self. Yeah. Calm, cool, collected, queen. Well, that was a $42,000 day. Not fucking bad, eh? Not bad. So I go back and I've really been chewing on this and thinking about this a lot. So there's a few nuggets that I want to drop here with you guys today. There's a quote, it's a famous quote. I don't know who said it, but when you go to the ocean, don't go with a fucking teaspoon, go with a bucket. When you go to the ocean, don't go with a teaspoon, go with a bucket. Everything that you want already exists, and your job is just to move yourself into that state and stay there. Everything you want, all of the wealth that you want, all of the influence that you crave, the new house, the pool, the whatever it is that you're after, the freedom, more feelings of balance, health, serenity, all of that already exists. So our creation's already done, but it lives in this state, and we're constantly expressing that state. So right now, in the state of the world of insanity and wear a mask every time you go to wipe your ass, or you go to a restaurant, you got to sit this table apart, and you got to, oh my God, hey. There has never been, I think, a bigger jolt on people's state, on your concept of self. And so it's more important now than ever to know how to do this, to practice this. This is going to be, and it's never not been this way. Let me be really clear. This has never not been true. Laws are laws. Laws of creation don't change just because there's a bunch of crazy freaking people out there deciding to force vaccinate people and do all this wild fucking shit. Okay. There have always been opposition. There's always been people in power of control. There's always been that. Maybe there's just more now. Maybe they're just getting more freaked out. However, the laws of creation are the same. I'm going to tell you guys a story because, I love to tell stories. I was really thinking about this quite hard. Okay. Because that was like, wow, sitting on my back porch, tuning into concepts of myself, Neville, $42,000 day. Wow. $43,000 day. And my sister called me the day. She goes, this guy wants to buy my mountain biking company and he wants to offer us half of what we set it for. And I said, she's like, I know you're good at sales. And I just called you because, I said, Christina, go and freaking sit there with your Neville. Go and visualize yourself getting a $500,000 or $1 million check and high-fiving your husband and email this guy back and say, fuck off. And she goes, I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. I said, well, fuck, I remember when I was coming back from Hawaii in 2008, my father had passed away. I had taken 6 weeks off, from the mop company, traveling around with my sister, didn't have a job, didn't have any money. And I made a few intentions and I said, I wanted a free car. And then I wanted a $500 Crockbox car to get around and, you know, whiz around and handle all the funeral stuff. And I wanted a free place to stay. Well, my dad had a studio, so my sister and I lived in his studio. My friend Karina gave me a free car. She was on vacation for 3 weeks, gave me her car for free. And then my garage guy said, I got this car for sale at $750. I said, I got 500. He said, no problem. Here it is. I had that car for 3 years, that $500 crock box car. That fucking car lasted for like 10 years. Gave it to my cousin, who gave it to his brother, my other cousin. It was fucking indestructible car. I drove around to all the fucking mop shows with this $500 fucking crock box car. Some Dodge Neon car. And I remember thinking to myself, why didn't I ask for a fucking Mercedes? What the hell? Okay. Why didn't I go for more? So when you go to the ocean, don't just go with a teaspoon because of what you think is possible. That's really your concept of self. You want to go to the end, assume the state of the wish fulfilled, go from the end and live there and behave and act from there. Your conscious state, if you go to the goal, you already have this thing. Your consciousness will have access to new ideas and new things to bring you there, regardless of what's going on in your current present situation. So this is nothing new. It's just a reminder. I can think of several times in my life when I manifested things and thought to myself, dang, that was easy. I should have asked for more. Present circumstances. Several years ago, I had a business mentor or business manager who said, you're never going to make $100,000 a month. Your website's full of fucking links that don't work and your book's got all these spelling mistakes. Oh, yeah? Watch me. Doesn't matter. Nobody's concept of you, nothing that's going on out there matters, but you and your state, your concepts of yourself. So great. If you haven't listened to Neville Goddard on Audible, I listen to a lot of him on Audible. There is one called Infinite Potential on Audible. Love it. All the narrations by Mike Horowitz are really, really rad.